Greetings to Dr. Ko Swetni. I'm Eliza Wong Yenny, and I'll be talking about the uses and gratifications theory. So, for the uses and gratifications theory, it actually talks about the media, inclusive of new media, traditional media, print media, electronic media, etc., and how media influences us or the audience, views, decisions, and actions. So this theory poses the question, what do people do with media? It seeks to understand why people seek out certain media and what do they use this media for. So this theory actually views the audience as active users of the media rather than passive, like other theories, because it the audience actually intentionally chooses and selects the media, and they use it for different reasons based on their own needs and desires, which means that the media use is goal directed and motivated. So people actually select these media sources and even messages to satisfy their own needs and desires. For example, people use media for entertainment, for surveillance, for diversion, for personal relationships, and even for personal identity. So for entertainment, that's fairly simple. People just watch media for fun. For example, I like comedy, so I'll watch a funny show or a funny movie. For other things like surveillance, people actually use media to get information about things that will help them to accomplish something. So, for example, maybe people watch media for people watch news for updates about the political climate, about global news, what's going on in other countries, what's going on in Malaysia, and even for education, like the channels in Astro TV IQ, people can watch it for to gain information for their exams, for whatever that they need to do. As for personal relationships, a lot of people use media to substitute companionship. So an example is I actually like to watch vlogs on YouTube, which is like people who film their lives and they just post it up on YouTube, and it's very relatable and it makes me feel like I'm their friend. So it feels like I have another friend on the internet. Or another example would be a lot of girls actually like to watch Korean dramas because there's this desire for a romantic relationship in their life, for like a really handsome guy to come in their life. And so for the other reasons, such as diversion, which is an escape from routine or escape from your problems, that's self-explanatory. But for example, would be if I'm feeling really stressed, I'll actually watch a TV show just to get my mind off the problem, and also kind of like to refresh myself maybe. And the last one would be for personal identity, for people to actually find themselves, self-understanding, to see where they fit, to maybe find a group where they can relate to. An example for me would be I actually like to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, which is a competition for drag queens, and they'll compete against one another and win like $100,000. So while it's for mainly for entertainment and like comedy purposes, but I feel that the LGBT community can actually find a lot of themselves in this type of shows, and they can actually relate to them very well to actually like assure themselves of their values. So in all of these types of media, we can expect that media is shaped and interpreted in multiple ways by different people. So PR practitioners have to rely on this theory when designing messages for their target audience. Which also means that different media sources with are competing among themselves and with interpersonal communication for the audience selection, attention, and use. And that is all I have to talk about for this theory. Thank you for listening.